Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here, New Life Pentecostal Church, Albany, Georgia. I'm holding a rarity. This is the first Folio Geneva Bible. Now, the Geneva Bible was printed in 1560, but it didn't come out in a folio, which is basically what we would call a family Bible, until 1578, but also, for church Bibles. Bibles were fairly expensive, and so a lot of times what they would do is they would put the Geneva Bible or another Bible like the Bishop's Bible or something in a church and chain it there so people could just come and read it. Now, of course, the Geneva Bible is, by its name, done in Geneva, New Testament 1557, entire Bible 1560, First Folio edition 1578. Until this isn't quite the quality of like the Bishop's Bible and stuff, and it was kind of a Bible against the establishment. This is what the Puritans would use. Fascinating factoid of history, like in Scotland, they actually passed a law. The Scottish had covenanteers and they covenanted themselves with God. It was really an intense thing, these Scottish revivals. And they said that everybody that had the money had to buy a copy of the Geneva Bible. Of course, King James VI, or the first, depending on if you're doing it from Scotland or England, hated the Geneva Bible because it basically said they could overthrow him. So this is from Daniel. And another thing, the Geneva Bible has a lot of firsts. It's the first English Bible, like with chapter divisions in it, for one thing. But these notes, copious amounts of notes. And they were virulently anti-Catholic notes, like when you get to the book of Revelation, just fascinating. I've done some, I think a review or two on the Geneva Bible and did that. But you can see the notes. Now, another thing about this one is it's in Gothic type. And even the notes are in Gothic type, so it's very, very difficult to read. And this is about Daniel's prophecy. I think this is Daniel chapter 8. And in the 3rd year of the reign of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto me Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. And it's 90% the same as the King James. But the King James is based on the Bishop's Bible. But you can see a few of the things that it did is it would have, before a chapter, it would give you a little bit of a chapter summary. It's more so on the chapter I'm looking at here, but there's a little bit here. But then again, just tons of notes. So it's a study Bible of the day. And that was what they did in a lot of the Bibles, ancient Bibles you'll see, is they'll have the text in the middle and actually on all 4 sides to conserve space. But the Geneva Bible outsold the King James Bible. It was actually made illegal in like 1617, and the last printing of the Geneva Bible was 1644. And then they would come out like in 1678, I think it was, editions of the King James with the Geneva Bible notes. So fascinating. And so this is from the first Folio edition. I think I may have done a video of a page from the first Geneva Bible, 1560. I cannot remember. I know I've done some from later editions. You can buy those sometimes for $4 or $5 on the internet. I gave those out at a recent conference. I gave some to people because they're amazing. I mean, this is before the Pilgrims crossed over, and you're giving somebody a 1610. It's unbelievable, really. But the document, and you're holding the words of life in your hand. That to me is just so amazing. I see why Spurgeon kissed the Bible every time he walked to the pulpit, because if you think about it, it just is overwhelming. God bless. I love you in Jesus' name.